Well, it's no surprise, but those scores are significantly lower because of the pandemic. 45% of students in Alabama are actually proficient in reading, and 35% are actually proficient in science. But there is one subject that students are really struggling with, and that is math. Now, the test results showed that 22% of students in Alabama are actually proficient in mathematics, and schools are now doing what they can in order to catch up.
I always say when you go without, school for a little while, as we did in the spring of 2020, kind of realize the importance of what goes on.
James Clemens High School principal Brian Clayton says it's been tough trying to fill the COVID learning gap. It's an issue the president of the National Association of Secondary School Principals is seeing across the country.
Younger students are not getting an opportunity to get all the basics. So there's going to be a concern about, if I missed a whole year of in face-to-face math in third grade, what's going to happen in fourth grade? Are those fourth grade teachers going to have to redo all the third grade math?
Alabama's math proficiency was at 47% during the 2018 to 2019 school year. But the pandemic has brought that score down 13%. School districts in North Alabama had anywhere from 12% to a 51% proficiency in math last school year. Lauderdale County schools saw the biggest difference with a 35% drop in scores.
We got our legs knocked out from under us with COVID.
State Superintendent Dr. Eric Mackey was not available for an interview this week since he's working in the state legislature. But in a work session earlier this month, he said the drop in scores is no surprise.
If our numbers were better this year, I would question what our schools actually do in a non-COVID year.
Now that we know how big the COVID learning gap is, Dr. Mackey says now is the time the work truly begins.
These numbers, they give us a 30,000-foot view, and we need that view. And we need to focus on the things that we have to do, like supporting our reading coaches, getting math coaches out there.
Now, Alabama did roll out a new assessment test during the pandemic, so there's really no baseline when it comes to comparing these results. However, we do know that this test did give us a sense of where students in Alabama are right now, since 94% of students did participate. Reporting live in Huntsville, Alex Torres-Perez, WAAY 31 News.